Hey everyone, Sam back once again, and I've got another review for you today, and this is from the awesome people over at Spigen GLAS SGP. I always call them SGP, and it's a glass T for the iPhone 5. Once again, big props to them for sending this to me for the review. So let's get it applied and let's see what it's all about. So as you probably know, I've reviewed the glass T in the past for the Samsung Galaxy S2, and I was very impressed with it. So I was very happy when the other people over at SGP said, "Oh, would you like to review it for the iPhone 5? I thought, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Now, there is another version that I've just brought out as well, which is the Glass TR, which I'm hoping they'll be reviewing maybe in the near future as well. But for today, we have got the Glass T. So I'll stick it there for really quickly. What we also get inside the pack, we get an alcohol kind of wipe, basically just to kind of wipe your device down. You get a squeegee, obviously to get all the any kind of bubbles in there. You can give it a push down. Obviously, nice little coloured. So obviously, it's going to raise it a little bit, so you get a little button stick on there. So obviously, if you want to put a black, white, or maybe kind of mix it up a little bit. You get your warranty information to confirm that it's an official SGP product, and of course the nice cleaning cloth. So let's give it a good old clean first of all. And I must say, this is one of the better screen protectors, if not the best screen protectors out there, just for the fact that it's real glass. And yeah, that some people are thinking, does it make a difference? To me, it does. Now, I've been testing some of the other SGP, kind of screen protectors in the past, and the clear crystal one is great. It's probably the best screen protector as such, but nothing really feels as good as glass. That's my honest answer. So I'll give it a good old wipe down. And again, this is basically, I think it's alcohol based, just obviously to give it a good old kind of sheen on there. Give it a good old wipe off. And this is to make sure there's no kind of residual kind of dirt, dust, anything like that around, because obviously you don't want any of that kind of dust getting underneath your screen protector at all. So if I do bring the actual packaging back in really quickly, just to show you, obviously it kind of just tells you on the back there all the kind of what you get inside it, the features, etc. So here it is, the actual screen protector itself. And it just basically tells you how to apply it. So you want to take the backing off there. So I'll try and show you. Hopefully you can read that there. So he's there. Before you make sure you wash your hands. Obviously clean the whole screen. Peel the actual back off. Number 3, then place the glass T on it. Ever so slightly. Give it a good old little tap in the middle, I believe it is. So let's give it a try now. So here we go. Let's just take it out of here. Let's just pop some of this stuff off to the side. Let's get it making a little bit nicer. So here it is. So obviously you can see there, you got your back part and obviously the front part as well. So effectively what you want to do is take off, I think it's this step 1 there. So that's the front, so that's the touchscreen side. So what you want to do is take this back side off first of all. So take it off. Nice, like that. So obviously that's now off there. Now what you want to do is you want to align it perfect, because obviously if you don't align it perfect, you could have some slight issues with regards to bubbles. So I may speed this part up, depending on how long it's going to take me to get it put on there, but I'm going to try my best. So there we go, that was nice and easy. So what the instructions tell you to do is basically, tap in the middle of it. So once you've tapped in the middle of there, effectively all the air bubbles will be able to push out from the middle. So we'll just basically tap down and make sure it all sticks down properly. There we go, it looks like it's all sticking down properly now. Try and show you. There we go, a bit of a better look at how it's actually doing it. That little air bubble there is actually on the screen protector on the front part, so don't worry about that. So it looks like most of those air bubbles are out, so what we'll do, just to make sure, we'll give it a good old kind of push round all over, just to make sure every tiny little bit of air bubble is out of there. I just want to make sure everything's all lined up perfectly at the same time. Looks like everything looks pretty damn spiffy. So I'll take the front part off as well, because obviously I don't really need that on there. And all you want to do is gradually just work out any kind of air bubbles that you may have on the top part, the bottom part, wherever it may be. Yep, so this looks like it's all aligned properly there. So give it a good old push through. All down there as well. That's all perfect. So it looks like most of them are out there. Hopefully you can see that on screen. So let's give it a good old feel. Let's push the button down. Yep, and as you can probably see there, it's all working nice and perfect. So now what you want to do, if you want to actually apply the actual little button there as well, obviously just pulling your handle little buttons. So I'll do a white one to keep the nice kind of white theme going across the board. Now this is kind of probably the trickiest part for you, is to make sure you get this little button perfectly aligned so it doesn't look silly. So obviously you don't want your circle to be off by much, do you? There we go. So hopefully that's gonna... There we go. So we have it. Now fully installed. No problems whatsoever. And I must say, just feeling the actual screen protector there, that feels blooming nice. It's got a very, very nice feel to it as that. Yeah, that feels perfect. So just try and show you. Obviously just show if it shows, you know, there is a slight increase in the actual thickness of your device. Nothing major, and it will fit with all the SGP, you know, cases that they do sell. So don't worry about that. It will fit with all of those. And all in all, straight off the bat, it feels pretty, you know, pretty damn perfect. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave it for a couple of days. I'm going to let it fully settle, and I'll come back and we'll see what it's like. So you're going to probably see a couple of seconds difference, but I'll be back in about 3 or 4 days. So stay tuned, and I will see you soon. Right, so welcome back. So as you can probably see, still got the screen protector on there. Now, I've had a slight issue, in all honesty. I won't lie about it. Is it kind of lifted up at the sides. I don't know why. You can probably see it there. Now, while I had it naked like this, I didn't have a case on it. And while it lifted up slightly and a bit of dirt got stuck underneath it. Now, I don't know if it lifted up on its own accord or what, but I've noticed that the sticky properties, it's not stuck down properly. Now, I don't know if that's regards to me installing it incorrectly. I assume I did it correctly when I did it on camera. But, you know, as you can probably see, it's lifted in a fair few places, like there as well. It's hard to try and show it. There you go. You can just see it there. So it's not fully stuck down again here. You probably see it there actually. You know, it does lift, and I don't know. You know, it's all aligned position correctly. Everything's there perfect. I just noticed I pulled it out of pocket one time, and it had like it kind of raised a little bit. So I don't know if I'd sat on it differently, and it kind of lifted slightly when it was in my pocket. But I'm slightly disappointed in all honesty with that. In terms of the overall performance, it feels fantastic. You know, when you're playing around with it, there's not an issue whatsoever. You know, it feels great. And obviously, it's going to, you know, it is going to protect your screen. So I mean, in terms of this being, you know, protective and not being protective, yeah, it is very highly protective. I mean, just to show you, just bring a knife in really quickly. So, and you can kind of squirt around with it, and as you can see there, it's not scratching the device at all. And that is a pretty sharpish blade. And so it's trying to scratch it, it's just not working. So in terms of the overall properties, it's not a problem whatsoever. Again, the only issue I've personally had is that it lifted in my pocket, and because of that, I got a little bit of dust underneath it. I tried to reapply it, but it just won't reapply back down. So in all honesty, it's not something I can give my full recommendation for, just because of that. Maybe it's a one-off, I don't know. Maybe I'll get the Glass T in for review, see if that's any different. But yeah, I definitely go check it out. Again, it may be just me. I've seen other reviews and they've not had an issue at all. So it could just be regards to the way it was in my pocket. It might be better in a case. But all in all, I'm impressed by the quality of the materials, everything like that. I'm just not too happy that obviously it lifted when it was in my pocket slightly, and obviously got a bit of dirt in there. So yeah, that's been my review of the SGP GLAS T. If you've got any questions not to do by now, hit me up down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at samjpullen. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button just up about here. Hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Cheers everyone.